Hello everybody, Donald here. Thanks for tuning in. I wanted to start a mindset series, and in this particular series I wanted to discuss kind of what's out there in terms of the best practices with respect to mindsets of those that are successful. So hopefully these videos can provide you with motivation and inspiration, as well as perhaps action items that you can take within your own life or business, so then you can lead a life of success as well. So this is part one of the mindset series, and it's called The Mindset of Successful People. So these are 5 tips to develop the perfect mindset for success by Tracy, who is a world-renowned motivator and self-development expert. And so he highlights to first define what success means. Secondly, stay in touch with your intuition. 3, always keep a positive attitude. 4, take action. 5, take complete responsibility. So let's look into this a little bit closer. So in a blog article on his site, he goes into this a bit deeper. So he says that success is not an action that you take, it's a way of life. If you want to accomplish great things, greatness must be reflected in everything that you do. That's regardless of what is it you want to accomplish. The path to success must begin by adopting the right mindset. I truly believe that, actually. I think that for me, the mindset that I needed to start a business and to go through the initial phases of the startup, it definitely requires a certain mindset in order to keep going and pushing forward, because every day is not going to be roses and peachy. It's going to be tough. You got to solve problems. You got to put out fires. And so having the right mindset is super duper key in order to stay on the path to success, right? So the first thing he talks about is to define what success means. So the first step to building a mindset of success is to define what it means to succeed. Setting goals for yourself makes it easier to come up with a plan of action to achieve your ambitions that will motivate you and carry out that plan. It also gives you a standard against which to measure your progress and adjust your strategy. You should thus define life or career goals and then think about what you need to achieve them. Try to set SMART goals, so that's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time specific. And in addition, create short-term each day or week, making sure to align them with your broader aims. So I really believe that, if you have a goal to start for me, I started a digital marketing agency, and I knew that I had to achieve a certain level of client base in order to continue to grow and scale the business. And so each day I made it a mandate to reach out to X number of prospects, do some level of advertising, do a level of marketing. And so this all culminated towards a final goal of having a sustainable and stable business that I can grow and scale over the years. And so it's been about 10 years since I started my first business. And so, but definitely within the first 3 years, it was definitely all hands on deck. But you have to know what that success means at each step of the way, have that broader goal, and then break it down to bite-sized pieces, right? Stay in touch with your intuition. So the second step to building a mindset for success is to stay in touch with your intuition. Many assume that success means making calculated decisions based on empirical data. While you should try to be as empirical as possible, such data is not always available. No matter your specific path, you will likely have to make a decision at some point during your life or career where there are no calculatable answers. So in this situation, you must listen to your intuition. Though it's not perfect, the source of information, our intuitions can often sort out problems more quickly than conscious thought can. And so I do believe this to be true as well. I believe that, especially when you're starting any business, a lot of times, you may be able to learn various aspects of how to hire people, how to do sales and marketing, but really without, getting yourself into the trenches and just doing it, it's really, I feel like you'll just stay stagnant. So I think that it's really important to just go with your gut feeling. And given that they're not catastrophic mistakes, then you can always learn from it and grow, and that for sure will be your best way to continue to improve and evolve as a business person, right? And so you have to go with your gut instinct. What is it that is making you make those decisions? And obviously you want to kind of weigh out the pros and cons, and but sometimes you have to make quick decisions too as a business owner, right? And so you have to be able to make calculated, smart decisions based on your intuition. This may also even translate into like when you're starting to hire your first staff members, right? You have to know, obviously you have to identify what are the qualifications, what are the responsibilities of a new hire, but at the same time too, like you have to kind of go with the gut, when you're interviewing, make sure you have a process for sure, like you want to vet out the people that may not fit with the culture of the company and align with the vision, mission, and values of the company. And then, a lot of it just comes down to gut feeling. Like, do you think that this person can provide X amount of value for you in the next 2 or 3 years that they're employed with you? And so you just have to go with that gut feeling. And I believe that most business owners will go through a phase of just hiring and realizing afterwards it may not have been the best fit, but you'll start to learn from your experience of what is a good fit. And someone that may be a good fit for your business now may not be the best fit for your business 5 years from now. It really depends on what state your business is in, how fast it's growing. A lot of factors come into play, right? So number 3, always keep a positive attitude. Never underestimate the value of a positive attitude towards achieving your goals. No matter the path you follow, it can be easy to get discouraged by temporary setbacks or failures to achieve specific goals. Positive thinking means identifying these setbacks as learning opportunities. This makes it easier to overcome small failures and continue striving towards goals. So positive thinking also tends to make you a more pleasant person to be around, allowing you to attract support from others who can help you along the way. This is super key, and kind of a sub tip of this is to surround yourself with people who are positive, because you are influenced by those that are around you, right? And so, but having a positive mindset is super key in order to always be forward thinking. Have a positive attitude, you are more inclined to be able to have a clearer way of thinking and make better decisions overall, right? When you're stressed out, feeling negative, those type of things can really take a toll on not only your mental health, but also you may make mistakes that you may have not otherwise if you had a clearer head and a positive mindset, right? And so that is super duper key. Every day will be different as a business owner, and I think that it's really important to stay calm, and emotional IQ, which is a completely different topic, is also critical, because how you behave in front of your staff, your team, will impact the culture. It'll impact the energy of that day, and it could make or break that day, basically, right? So just always have a positive attitude. I know it's tough, but I think that is a secret sauce for sure for those that are successful. Take action. So you need to transfer your thoughts into action. In addition to positive thoughts, a mindset for success also requires your thinking to be productive. Whenever you are thinking about your goals or obstacles to achieving them, you must be able to identify clear actions you can take in response. The more readily you can transfer an idea or desire into practical action, the easier it will be to make progress towards your goals. True, 100% true. An idea is just an idea, and unless you actually take that idea to action, you're not going to see the fruits of that idea. So I always say, just take action. There's no better time than to do it now, right? So I'm reminded of the proverb that says, the best time to have planted a tree was 20 years ago. And if that's not the case, then the next best time is now, right? So, okay, lastly, take complete responsibility. Mindset of success means being able to take responsibility for all that you do, whether good or bad. If you make a mistake or harm someone along your path, hopefully you don't. Taking responsibility lets you contain the damage and preserve your reputation. It also encourages you to think about how you can avoid that mistake in the future. Likewise, if you accomplish something, you have to claim responsibility for it. Only then will others realize what you can do and support you on the path to success. And I really think that this is true as well. And this comes down to accountability and taking responsibility for what you need to do and achieve. And I believe that as a leader of a company, leading by example is super duper important, right? This article also mentions a really important piece about preserving your reputation. In business, your reputation is really, really important. In addition to capital, and having cash flow, your reputation is everything. It will actually impact your sales, it will impact your hiring, it will impact all aspects of your business. So ensuring that you protect your reputation is going to be critical for your success. So overall, yeah, I really believe that these 5 tips to develop a mindset for success are to the point, are accurate, and I believe that these are things that you guys. So that concludes the very first video of the Mindset series, and I hope that you guys found this valuable and learned some good tips of how you can apply some of these tips within your life as well as your career or business. And let me know which tips resonated with you the most in the comments below. Until next time, thank you guys very much for watching. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye now.